having a great day. It is September 13th here in Korea, and it's actually Chusok. Now, Chusok is, well, the most akin thing about Chusok that you can relate to in the United States and perhaps Canada is Thanksgiving. It is a harvest festival, and it's a time where a lot of Koreans get back with their families and just celebrate togetherness and food and just that sense of camaraderie. Now, I'm out here and just having a great day. It is fantastic weather. We had a couple of days of rain earlier this week, and I was really nervous about how well it was going to be for Chusok, but the weather is absolutely fantastic. Now, it's a 3-day weekend, and unfortunately it does fall on the weekend. Chusok follows the lunar calendar, so every year it falls on a different date. Last year it actually took place on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and a lot of people took the whole week off. This time, not so much. So you can probably hear the garage in the background. A lot of people are working on this weekend, but a lot of companies do completely shut down for the festivities. In fact, while you travel throughout Korea, a lot of people have a lot of hard times getting from place to place because of so many people traveling to get home. Now, it's been about 2 weeks since I last posted a video here on YouTube, and I wanted to touch base about what's been going on at school. Now, when we implemented the new curriculum, there were some problems, and that happens no matter what you do with any kind of implementation when you change things so drastically. 2 weeks later, things are running very smoothly. Any kind of issues we had have now been resolved. The kids are adapting to the new system. Teachers that have come in since then are doing well. During the first week, we were 2 teachers short. Now that they're here, they're trained, they're doing excellent, and we're having a great time. The other piece of that has also been we've changed some other things with some of our other classes, and we will be continuing to make improvements to that set of curriculum. Which brings me to another thing, is that beginning Tuesday, I've been asked to step up and take a more lead role in curriculum development and assume a management position within the school to kind of identify problems with curriculum and work with teachers and staff to kind of correct that and make the appropriate changes. Now, that's going to be a lot of fun. It's what I really enjoy doing, and hopefully in the next couple of months I'll actually see a reduction in my teaching load so I can spend more time on implementing some changes to curriculum that I think would greatly improve the educational experiences not only of our younger students but also of some of our older students. That also brings me to the next point, which our school is actually planning a U.S. trip next summer, and I've been asked to help coordinate that. This is going to be a massive undertaking in terms of coordinating where we want to go, because our school director has just an amazing idea of what he wants kids to see and experience while traveling abroad. It's not so much travel to the U.S. to see the U.S. It's travel to the U.S. to learn about the culture, to learn about the history, to learn about the educational opportunities, so when they come back here, they're more inspired to learn English so they can go study abroad and then take that knowledge, come back to Korea to improve Korea. And it's just an amazing and wonderful part to be around. Absolutely, I'm stoked to be a part of that. And things we're looking at doing is going to New York, going to Washington, D.C., Orlando, Arizona to see the Grand Canyon, and then finally up to Alaska to experience that diverse topography with glaciers and rainforests and just huge mountains that they simply don't have here. So that's what's going on with me here in Korea. A couple other things that, now that I've been here 3 months, another interesting tidbit with the culture. For those that don't realize, Korea is a relatively small country. It's about the size of Florida. But there's over 40 million people that live here. And while the public transportation here in a lot of the larger metropolitan areas is extensive, with buses running from 5 a.m. to midnight and trains running the same gambit, the other thing you have to keep in mind is that a lot of people still like to have cars. And the parking on the street is at a premium. Now here in the one-room area, a lot of people do have cars, and they cram them into all these small spaces. That's really hard to get a good spot. And sometimes you wind up, the only place you can park is up against somebody else, and you block them in. Now, in the United States, if that's what happened, tough shit. That's the way the cookie crumbles. But here, it's really interesting. On the dashboard, a lot of times they'll have their phone number. So if they're blocking someone in, you can actually ring their mobile phone, tell them that their vehicle is blocking yours, and then they'll come out and move it for you. Awesome. Anyway, have a great weekend. We'll talk to you later.